Yeah, I mean, you did have was that your daughter crying on one of your records? Pleasant you had a baby crying.
At the end of Now I'm With You, yeah. So I was manifesting my children. That's what it was through that.
Oh,
Because that wasn't even my child. I just found like a little recording of a child and I put it on there because I was putting myself in that. I was literally holding that child in my mind and I was making an interlude.
wow,
It's like this is what it's gonna be like to be daddy, Like I'm in that mind already. Like I'm thinking that way.
wow.
Like I want to have a baby with you, like my seeds with you. That's what that interlude was called. So
Um,
yeah, man. I mean, I now I got it and I can listen back to that and hear myself talking and I was like, damn, I didn't even have a kid, but I sound like how I used to speak to my baby when she finally arrived here. You know what I mean? It's the
wow.
same guy. So yeah, it's just it's that's a funny fact though. That's not
Yeah,
my
you
actual
know
kid.
what? Okay, because I was thinking, because I did that before I got married. I used to just think, I wonder what it's like having a car seat. I wasn't even married. I didn't even have a girlfriend at the time. But I'm thinking about a car seat. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I can. When you said that, I
Car
remember.
seats, man. They're very important. Gotta
Yeah,
have them.
I didn't have kids. I wasn't married, wasn't engaged, anything. But I was thinking, oh, car seat, and so it was just visualizing being a parent
Yeah,
before it happened, and yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think I was a very mature, you know, young man growing up. I kind of wanted to do everything very fast. I wanted to settle down fast. I wanted to have my own record label and have sign artists and have a whole production line of various, artists and kind of like Bad Boy. I wanted my own,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So Def. I wanted my own, at LaFace, you know what I'm saying? So um that was my goal when I first started. And I feel like that also was kind of my goal with everything else in my life. I was really trying to just really shoot for the stars with it and really try to do as much as I could. But sometimes you do too much and you spread yourself thin. And I learned what that felt like with a lot of different aspects of my life. But I feel like, ultimately I wouldn't change anything when I look back. That makes me into the person I am today. And, sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm not doing this, and actually I started doing this during the lockdown because I'm a mental health therapist and I work with families and kids.
Mm.
And the whole idea was this was just to hear people's stories and journeys. Um,
Yeah.
and I do wonder, especially for yourself, I mean, you went high, you had all this stuff going on. How did you manage your own well-being and mental health
Mm.
in the heights of being in the music industry, especially being a popular artist?
Well, I'll tell you, there's been ups and downs definitely through the last 30 years of being in this music industry. And being in the world period has been as a man just growing up. Relationships, ups and downs, like everyone else. So I've had divorce in my life. I've had, like I said, fire, which, took. It's not just about all of the things that have happened in the contrast to all of the wonderful things that have happened to me. Yeah, it's also about just really just knowing that I'm not the only person that the sun's shining on.
Mm.
It's or rather the rain when it rains. It's like we're all going through this, so it's wonderful to know that you're not alone. And when I do see, my little brother Justin Bieber, crying on the Instagram and
Mm.
he's got everything a man could want material wise, but he's still crying. I'm just like my heart goes out to him because I know what it is in terms of the mental kind of effect that this has on you. Being that we are artists expected to be ourselves, but at times you can feel a bit like running away from all of that and just
Mm.
wanting to be kind of civilian on walking the streets and just like everyone else. It can be sometimes feel as if you're being narcissistic or
Mm.
a sense of selfishness in terms of the way you have to think about your art, your thing, But I think there's so many different callings in life, and we all have our job or our thing we have to do. When we put our mind to it, that's what you got to think of it as, is putting your mind to it. Sometimes it can feel a little bit narcissistic because it's all You know, I'm speaking about myself. I'm talking about this. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. So at times, you know, if you're not that type of a person, it's cool with talking about yourself all the time. You can feel a little bit guilty for that sometimes and feel as if you want to talk about someone else or give someone else the flowers. Take the attention from yourself and put it onto something that you find very interesting, find that something inspiring to you, you know, which is I tend to do that a lot. Because I also have that same issue with fame and with sort of like notoriety and things like that. You know, status quos, all of those things. The Joneses, as I call them, man, keeping
Yeah.
up with Joneses. That's a big deal, and it costs a lot of money. You know, but if they're paying that money for you, I feel like it's like it is what it is. You know, and when you're on the red carpet, know you're on the red carpet. Come dressed, come ready. You know what I mean? Like, don't show up in your board shorts and your t-shirt. You know what I mean? Because there's a certain level of respect that shows, or rather, lack of. So, you know, for me, it's about really holding up the foundation of R&B by representing it with class and with style and with grace. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay.
They don't understand what those boys and men all
Play it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.